Mike Jones Beats.
BBN Jack Frost, what's up, party people? How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a beautiful weekend. Hey, yo, check this out. So I want to be clear on a couple of things. We didn't have any lives this weekend for two reasons. All right, one is it was just I needed to recharge. I needed to recalibrate. I needed to just work on some things. Okay, hold on. Couldn't find. We'll look again. Also, there's quite a few people that want me to find them and get them out of the graveyard. Give me a minute. It's not easy to find names. There's a lot of names there. It's not easy to find names. Sometimes I miss them. So give me a minute. I'm gonna try again. I have been trying to find names. I do got something to tell y'all though, real quick before we even get into the show. For everybody that likes the saloon, from now on, if you want to know if the saloon is open, you will see that in the top of the screen. You can still ask, because I might forget to put it there, right? But for future reference, if you want to know if the saloon is open, you will see that in the top of the screen. for future reference. Is this in the right spot? That's the query. Is in the right spot. For future reference, if you want to know if the saloon is open, you will see. At least you should see that. I mean, I might literally forget to put it. Hold on. Let me see if this window is closed first. For future reference. All right, so there's a couple of things I want to talk about this NBA All-Star break. First thing I want to say is that, well, first let's do roll call. Let's do that. I don't know if I'm gonna call the drops out from the previous live. Let's do roll call and get into the show if y'all don't mind. And also I want to say for everybody that we got some. I'm gonna be quiet about all of the things we have coming for the time being. Also, could we get those likes up? We got 36 people here, 4 likes. I haven't even checked the dislikes. It got to be at least 10 by now. Anyway, what up, Liberty Hazelton? How you doing this today, my brother? Salute. Also, y'all should go check out the BBN apparel shop. We're about to have new merch. You have probably just seen some of the new merch that will be showing up pretty soon. Let me know which one is y'all guys' favorites. This is Saloon. This is for the Saloon. This is for our 510 Oakland. I think I should put nickel and dimes on the bottom of this. I'm not 100% sure. This is our overseas merch. And this is our smoking section merch. So we're gonna see how I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna actually put that on the merch. I'm not sure at the minute. Anyway, what up, Watts Games? How you doing this morning, my brother? Salute. Who else we got up in here? What up, Hector Cruz? Hector Cruz says good morning, baby fam. And Jack Frost. Oh, supposed to be BBN, but he put a Y by accident. The Y is not even near the end. Anyway, good morning, BBN fam. Jack Frost, been a minute, but we alive and blessed always. Appreciate you, Hector Cruz. I don't remember your HB in blue, but, you know, salute. What up, Prince to Amir? Salute. How you doing this morning, my brother? Who else we got up in here? What up, New York, Nikki? I'm going to tell you something real quick. So sometimes people be feeling like if they become part of the green team, they could then come in here and talk crazy. I'm still going to kick you. Like, if you come in here disrespectful or talking crazy, I don't care what team you're a part of. I don't got time for that. Look, stop allowing for people and situations to bring negativity in your life. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. That kills me whenever somebody tries to bring negativity into somebody else's life so they cut them short and they be like, yeah, but I was doing this for you. And no. I understand. I appreciate every single thing you've ever done for me. But just because you saved my life doesn't mean that you got the right to torture me. Just because you did something good to me, just because you helped me out, that doesn't give, you don't own me. That doesn't give you the right to then try to take away my happiness. You understand what I'm saying? And that's what people want to do a lot of the times. They want to help you just so they can try to take away from your happiness. And then if you don't allow them to do that, so they can then say, see, I told you that person is fake. I'm trying to, why can't I troll them? Why can't I try to ruin their day for? I donated $5. I should have the right to ruin their day. And this is the mindset that people will have. And they'll try to get you to agree with that mindset. So pay attention. Some people are just evil. They willing to pay in order to ruin your life. And they don't care. They don't even got that. They probably barely getting by on their own with their own bills. But they will still pay to ruin your life. Because they just evil. What the fuck? What up, Queen Shy? She says, good morning, Frost, BBN fam. Yo, y'all heard about the girls that was riding around in the U-Haul. I got something to say about that. Did y'all hear about the girls that was riding around in the U-Haul? What up, DSTN? Ain't nobody calling you Dustin. I don't care what your wife says. What up, James S? All you see is smoking feet. What else we got up in here real quick? Everett Gilchrist, salute my brother. Alright, let's get to the show. Yeah, Prince to Amir, that's a fact. People, Prince to Emil said, help you to abuse you. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's why I said evil. If you see somebody helping somebody just so they can turn around and try to abuse them, that person is evil. That person's not misled. That person's not a bad person. That person is evil. Imagine that. Imagine all of the rational, sane people in the conversation right now. Imagine you going out of your way to help somebody only so you can abuse them. You don't think that's a mental health disorder? That's a mental health disorder. Rue Jones. Rue Jones doesn't have an IG, so I have to send, I'm doing it right now, my brother. I have to send Rue Jones's information over to, I believe, Salty Sacks Creations. No cap. I got to send Rue Jones information over to No Cap Liberty Hazelton. So hold on, I got you right now because I will forget. That's the one bad thing about when you forget things sometimes, because you got whatever the hell going on, and you always got those individuals who they, you know, you just forgot. That's all you did. That they're going to try to make it seem like there's more to it. No, nigga, I just forgot. That's it. I don't have a right. I can't forget things like other people can. Why? Okay, so just hold on. Let me send this because I've done forgot to do it for like 4 or 5 days. Oh no, I didn't forget to do it. I did it already. What up, Roogie Houses? It's Salute Frost. BBN Fame. Alright, so I want to say something real quick. Did y'all hear? There's a couple of things we want to talk about. I want to get to a lot of the stuff that happened over the NBA weekend, but I want to lead off with the young ladies that was inside of the freaking U-Haul. Do y'all remember the young... Anybody else heard about the young ladies that was driving around in the U-Haul? Anyone else heard about the young ladies that was driving around in the U-Haul? Also, as always, we're trying to get 5 to 10 $10 drops to the Cash App. Come on, y'all. Has anybody else heard about the young ladies that was in Atlanta driving around in the damn U-Hauls? Or am I the only one? I can't be the only one. I'm the only one that heard about them? No one else heard about these young ladies. Alright, so the story is this. I'm not 100% sure what the story is, but these are the allegations. Them rims, though. These are the allegations. This is what people said happened. Apparently, what people said happened is... was this. Check this out. The young ladies, instead of getting a hotel room, they rented a U-Haul. Now, I'm going to explain something to y'all real quick. They didn't get off easy. They still paid a grip. You want to know why? The miles on the fucking U-Haul is not a joke. So I'm thinking like the hotels out there was probably like $500, $1,000 or something a night or some shit. $500 a night, $400 a night, $300 a night. I'm guessing. You understand what I'm saying? Because the hotel actually has the ability to change their rates depending on what time of year it is and depending on if there's anything going on around them. They can change their rates. So you're talking about NBA All-Star Weekend. I'm pretty sure the cheapest hotel you could have got probably was about $300 or $400 a night. I'm just saying. Maybe that's my opinion. I could be wrong. So hold on. Check this out. So these young ladies is driving around in the U-Haul. I'm gonna say something real quick. I used to go to this basketball tournament upstate. Me, my family, our friends, and stuff like that once a year, right? It was kind of dope. I liked it. We used to get up there by renting a truck. Well, we owned the truck when we first started going up there. We used to take one of the trucks that we owned. Everybody be sitting in the back of the truck. The driver and whoever else is up there, we drive up there. Then we go get a hotel. So I understand the concept of what they wanted to do, but I'm going to explain to you something. If they didn't have a room, the back of that fucking truck had to stink. The back of that fucking U-Haul had to stink. You know how you smell a night after drinking? You know how you have to smell? You know how you smell a night after drinking? You don't really know. You think you know, but you don't really know. Now you smell a night after drinking? Hey ladies, how many days could you go without washing your vagina and, you know, the fish don't come out to talk? I'm not even trying to be funny. How many days can you go without a proper cleaning of the vagina, of the vaginal area? I'm just keeping it a stack. I am not trying to disrespect these women or nothing like that. But these are things that come to mind. Also, where were they using the bathroom at? You trying to tell me every single time everybody had to take a leak, they had to go find a bathroom? You know, most bathrooms are closed because of COVID. At least they are in New York City. I don't know about nowhere else. You know how the back of that truck had to smell? I'm going to tell you what I believe their idea was. They just went down there to hoe. They probably thought they was going to link up with somebody and link up with some dude and be all up in the dude hotel room. That's what I think. I think they thought they was going to go down there, link up with some ballers. Yep, the business said exactly what I said after I just said it. We probably wrote it as I was saying it. They was hoping they was going to run into some dudes with a room. Yeah. That's what I think happened. I think they all overqualified or valued the way that they looked. Because if they was a baddie, they would have definitely have been. But, you know, they could also came up missing. There's no telling. That's Atlanta. They could have went to T.I.'s crib. Yes, and also if they actually had sex, oh man, some of them probably was getting smashed in the back of the. Oh man, that vehicle smelled terrible. They're gonna have to just take the whole top off of that vehicle. That vehicle is just not gonna have any roof or doors for a couple of weeks. They're gonna have to. You know what they're gonna have? You know how they're gonna have to disinfect that vehicle? They're gonna have to throw like Raid roach bombs in there. They're just like, you know what? Fuck it. We gotta make it smell worse before we can make it smell better. They brought that vehicle back. They was like, look, y'all not getting y'all deposit. You smelled that shit. So that's one thing. So I just wanted to let y'all know we did something similar, but we actually went to where we was going and got hotel rooms. That was crazy. But the thirst is real. The thirst is real though. Also, not for nothing, but I'm just gonna keep it a stack with you. I'm assuming every female that I seen go to Atlanta and got pictures of them being in Atlanta, I'm gonna assume all of them went down there to fuck for money. I'm just gonna, what up, Shy Murder? I'm just gonna assume they all went down there to fuck for money. I'm dead serious. Every single IG person that I see or IG that I know don't, and you was just down there with your homegirls and shit like that, I'm gonna assume you went down there to fuck for money. Am I wrong for thinking that? Part of my language. But am I wrong for thinking that? The young CEO. Am I wrong for thinking that? Because I'm going to think the chicks that I seen going down there, Miss Angela Simmons. How we gonna make her the future Jack Frost? We need to figure out a way. We need to figure out a way to make her Mrs. Jack Frost. We gotta figure out a way. We gotta get some schematics together. I need all of our big brains in the BBN community to pull up on me. We have to have a whole round table discussion. We need to. What up, Mark Hernandez? We need to have a whole roundtable discussion. We got to figure out how we're going to make this woman right here Mrs. Jack Frost. I'm really into elegance. Like, that's important to me. Like, important. You know what I'm saying? Like, important. Elegance is important. He said, I gotta comb the streets and find her. I might have to go right now, go right to the damn beauty supply store. No, damn. I'm trying to stay away from that energy. Good dig it. All the chicks like street dudes, though. I'm trying to stay away from that energy, though. Yeah, I'm trying to stay away from that energy. As I get sometimes I don't know how to let things go. What up, William Summersville? How you doing, my brother? I think you were supposed to be contacted. I think you won something the other day. Also, we are having a raffle this morning. Salty Sack is definitely we having a raffle this morning. Like as usual, they work the same way that they've been working. Nobody has been complaining about the gifts that they've been winning. We are having a raffle this morning. Also, I liked how the raffling has been working out. So we're going to be moving into most likely having even bigger things to give away. I like how the raffling has been working out. Yeah, so that's crazy. I just wanted to bring that up because I thought that was bananas. Like, what in the fuck? Like, really? This is how you move it? A whole U-Haul, no sink, no shower, no bath, no nothing? So what are y'all doing what are you doing? When y'all be like, y'all gotta go freshen up and y'all going and spraying Axe on you? You going like this, you getting an Axe spray and you like this, I gotta freshen up. This is what's going on? Like, what the fuck? That's all I'm saying. Like, how are we doing this? Thank you, William Summersville. You was contacted? Absolutely, my brother. Like, how are they doing this? Like, what's up, Vic Star? We love Vicks. They spraying Axe on their vaginas and shit. I'm just saying, they got the one chick spraying Axe in her mouth. I'm just saying. Shout out to that shit. I don't know what to tell you. I thought that was bananas. I think they got stopped too. I think they got stopped at some point. And the driver, if they got stopped, the driver gonna get a ticket for every person in the back. That's a ticket, a real ticket. And I know that's a ticket because I got that ticket before, having people in the, because I used to drive moving trucks for a living. And there was a time that I was moving somebody and we had to get the people that was actually working to the other side, and so we had to have people in the back of the truck. So I went over a bridge, and the bridge that I went over the BQE actually. It's right now I think it's the I think we call it the Ed Koch Bridge, or the they renamed the bridge anyway. So I went across the bridge, and when I went across the bridge, they just stopped me. It was just a random stop, and when he stopped me, he checked the back, and there was people back there, and I got a ticket. Shout out to that shit. Yo, anybody seen Little Baby's free throw? Did y'all see Little Baby's free throw? Did anybody see? I played basketball this weekend too. Did anybody see Little Baby's free throw? Did anybody see Little Baby's free throw? That's one. 2 weeks from now, I'm gonna go play basketball again. Anybody that want to get down in the New York City area, hit me on IG on this one right here so we could coordinate. What up, Angel Crispin? No, not the Tappan Z. That's way too far out there. The BQE. I think they renamed the damn bridge. Yo, did you see? I'm going to tell you what he tried to do. He tried to be fancy. Let me tell you what he tried to do. I know it. I know what he tries to do because I'm a shooter and I use the glass. So I know what he tried to do. He tried to shoot the free throw and make it so that it hit off the square and it went in. I know what he tried to do. Yeah, the Nets got Blake Griffin now. It's crazy. The Knicks is pissed. Hold on. Real quick basketball conversation. Kevin Durant was supposed to go to the Knicks, but after he got hurt at the end of the season with the Golden State Warriors, the Knicks didn't pursue him because they didn't want to pursue any more injured people. Kyrie already planned on going wherever Kevin Durant went. So when Kevin Durant went to Brooklyn, Kyrie went with him. If Kevin Durant would have went to New York, Kyrie would have came to New York. Thus, freaking Harden would have came to New York, and we would have Blake Griffin right now. New York is just bad at doing business. Just so everybody knows. Yes, I can cover sports like this if I felt like it. Just so everybody knows. So yeah, so Little Baby tried to shoot the ball and make the ball go off the backboard and go in, and that shit did not work. That shit looked ugly. Shout out to Little Baby. But they didn't want the real ballers playing, because if they would have wanted the real ballers to be playing, there would have been different people that would have been there. If they would have wanted the real ballers to be playing, Chris Brown would have been there, right? Chris Breezy. Also, let's give a shout out to Bunny and Doe. Bunny and Doe coming soon. Clothing line coming soon. Bunny and Doe. So that's just something to think about on some super real shit. And then dude said he got paid to be there, so he don't care. So I don't know. I'm starting to really like Little Baby less. I'm just really starting to like Little Baby less. What up, Salty Sack? I'm starting to like Little Baby less. If every time you fuck up, your answer is, well, I got paid. It's like, so you don't take no pride in nothing? Every time you mess up, it's, well, you got paid? Yeah, Quavo could hoop. But every time he messes up, it's, I got paid. Every time he messes up, that's his excuse. I got paid. Well, I got paid. It don't matter. I got paid. I'm starting to like Little Baby a little less. I liked it, the guy. Like, I'm not speaking for his music so much, but I like the way he carried himself. You understand what I'm saying? This, every time something goes wrong, to be saying, well, I got paid. Little Baby. To say I got paid every single time something happens, like bad, like, well, I got paid. Like, that just reeks of immaturity. Like, you don't have no... You gotta have more... I don't know how to say... I'm too competitive to think that way. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to think, well, I got paid. Because I'm getting paid is the first understanding of whatever we're doing, right? So the paying thing is going to happen. Now it's whether I can do the thing well enough for you to want me back. You feel me? Can I turn this into did you ever hear about the so a lot of y'all here, hold on. Wait, what you said? Once he messed up, Jada God? What you mean Jada God? Oh, once he messed up with Jada, his stock dropped. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Jada. I'm gonna agree with you. I don't look at him the same, because she looked like she was a whole down broad. For real. Jada looked like she was down for real. And she pretty for real. I'm not talking about any extras that a female could put on their body. I'm just talking about visually through the face. She pretty for real. and she looked like she carried herself well, and she's not embarrassing. So yeah, I don't know. Shout out to that. I don't got shit to whatever that is. But I agree with you. But yeah, so that kind of bothers me. Like every time you mess up, you're just gonna say you get paid. Like that couldn't be me. You understand what I'm saying? Like you can't pay me, and then I do a thing and it don't turn out the way that we all wanted it to, and I say, well, I got paid because did I earn my money? Did I earn it? Like I'm gonna give you a best example. I give people promo for the super low, right? Because I want to grow with you. I want to work with you. So I give people the promo for the low, right? I'm never trying to kill nobody. I got other things to think about, right? I'm not trying to pay my bills off of trying to see doing promo and stuff like that. I just, at the end of the day, you've been here for a while. You fuck with us, so I'm doing promo with you. You doing promo with me. Boom, right? I mean, I'm right. All right. So boom, let's keep it pushing, right? I'll give somebody the promo for the super low. Like I'm doing 2-3 times more than what they're paying for. But they don't see that. And all respect to them, not even angry. But they'll think I still need to be doing more because they don't like the results. They don't understand, well, you have to be seen. I could show somebody you 2 or 3 times, but until somebody see you 100 times, 200 times, 300 times. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, I could show somebody you once or twice, but it's not just, it's the consistency that you want. It's not just me showing somebody you. Hey, Big Star, BBN overseas. It's not just the me showing you them 1 time, 2 times is the thing. It's the consistency. So I'll have okay. So I got this deal that I do right with some brands. I'm not gonna say which brands. So what I do is I post them a couple of times during the week, and like Bunny and Dope, one of the brands, boom, and I give it to them for the low. All right. No, I'll tell you. I used to be, if I put you on, you pay $50 a day. That literally was our prices. There's people that worked that I worked for, or that had those prices before. I'm giving, so if I'm the price that I'm giving them and I giving other people that we have now is way better than that price for different reasons, right? So what will happen is somebody will come and I'll do whatever I'm doing with them, right? And they won't like the results, but I've only been doing this for you for a week or two. You know how many times you saw that Pepsi ad before you decided to buy Pepsi over Coca-Cola? Do you know how many times you heard that song before you decided that was one of your favorite songs? You get what I'm saying? So sometimes it's just consistency being there. We didn't really put out no content this weekend, and I want to apologize about that. But I needed to, I really needed some rest and some record and just to focus on what I wanted to do. Rule says, Frost, did you see NBA YoungBoy had all his baby mamas in the club pimp status? How did he pull that off? Just so we could be clear, if you have more than one baby mama, they should get along. It's not really pimp status. It's reflective of our society where even if the man is wrong because he's been cheating, I'm just saying, if that's the case, there's children had nothing to do with that. think we back. Yeah, I don't know what to tell y'all. Are we back? Yeah, we back. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. It is what it is, man. I need new equipment. Anyway, what up, Trevane? Anyway, where was I at? Was I talking about I just want to make a reference to something. We have a lot of people who have come from marriages or who have lived in situations where they don't know their siblings. And the reason why they don't know their siblings is because the father might have cheated, and so therefore the father and the mother don't get along. So therefore they grew up and they never knew their siblings. So we're kind of living in that day and age. What up, Brandon Washington? We're kind of living in that day and age right now where this is understood. So we do kind of have more females now, more women who are more understanding for their children that this is the thing that goes on. You understand, if that makes any sense? So we do have more females that have an understanding that this is the thing that goes on for their children. So you should be able to, just because you're not with the dude no more, that's kind of effed up to make the children have to suffer. If that makes any sense. You're not with homeboy no more, so now that child can never know none of his siblings. Like, that's just evil. That's just evil. So you don't know your children no more. I mean, you're not with homeboy no more. So you're just not gonna never unless he's just a bad person, and then it's like, well, that's pretty understandable. This dude is just really just a douchebag, so this is how we giving it up. So that's understandable. But other than that, man, Bill, dude, what the fuck are you talking about? So that's understandable. You understand what I'm saying? If the person is just a bad person, just in general. But we have a lot of situations where that's not the case. Where it's not the case of the person being a bad person. It's just that, feelings and emotions is involved. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I can't tell nobody how to feel if somebody goes and cheats on them and then, leaves them with a kid. I can't tell you how to feel, so I'm not gonna even pretend that I can. I'm just saying that we living in a day and age where there are so many people that that have either went through that or know people that went through that, and they don't want their own children to go through that. That's the point in which I'm trying to make. So shout out to that. Also, I'm pretty sure he's taking care of his kids, right? Ain't he? So why shouldn't the mothers show up? He probably still banging them. Queen Shot says, unfortunately, I'm going through something like this, not with me, but with another close family member. It's messed up. The child doesn't know half of the entire. Yeah, so, a lot of people go through this. You understand what I'm saying? What up, DZ? Says, both my baby mamas get along, thank God. It took a while, but no problem. And I'm also cool with her dude. It takes maturity. That's a fact. I'm going to tell you something. So I was dating this woman. And she lives in another state. Let me tell you something. This is real story, real facts. So I was dating this woman, and she lives in another state. And so I told her, I said, yo, look. I said I was going to school at the time, and I was going to school at the time, and I worked full time. So I was like, I really don't know when I'm going to be able to come back up and see you again. I said, I just think it'd be better if you found somebody. I told her this. This isn't any jokes. Like, I told them this. I said, yo, look, I'm gonna comment on that too, Rue Jones. Hold on, I'm gonna comment on both of your comments. Both of your comments is good. So I told her that maybe she needed to find somebody, because at the end of the day, that's selfish of me to be like, nah, wait for me, and I know damn well I'm not gonna be able to be there for you. That's selfish. So I told her, I said, go find somebody. I understand it is what it is. It's just let me know, because the last thing I want to be doing is coming up there to see you You know, if I do get the opportunity and I come see you, and then I got some dude jumping out of the bushes because he in love with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that to happen. You know what I'm saying? So just let me know what's going on. But yeah, that's the type of energy we should always have, in my opinion. So I, you know what I'm saying? I'm just mentioning that because that's the type of energy I got. Like, if I can't be there for you, I'm not gonna hold you and stop you from being with somebody else. That's crazy. That's selfish. That's going against God. You know how selfish that is? I'm not gonna be with you, but I also don't want you to be with nobody else. That's selfish. I can't do that. I'm just keeping it a stack. That's not the type of time I'm on. Anyway, Rue Jones says that he said that. What up, BQ mommy? Everybody say what's up to my sister-in-law. Rue Jones says, I said that because of all of the fighting amongst them. I want to say this right now, and I've been meaning to say this for a couple of days. You know, most of these people fight on social media is because of they communities, right? You do know this, right? Like, most of the fighting that goes on social media is the communities fighting. It's not even the individuals that the communities belong to or the communities follow that have a problem with one another. DSTN says, I went to jail for exactly that. Always watch the bushes. For real, for real. Y'all do know this, right? A lot of the times, it's not the two parties. Like, let's say rapper A is beefing with rapper B. Rapper A and rapper B probably don't even got no problems. It's their community. Somewhere in some chat room, an argument between two rap bastards started up. Then those two rap bastards turned into 4. Then those 4 turned into 8. Then those 8 turned to 16. Then those 16 turned to 32. And those 32 turned to 64. Then those 64 turned to 138. Is it 138 or 128? 128. Then at 120, like that. And then all of a sudden now, you have the people from that community attacking rapper A, and the people from rapper A community attacking rapper B. Now the next thing you know, rapper A and rapper B look like they got a problem with one another. And depending on their maturity level and how well they know each other and the people that they got on back channels is probably going to be dependent on whether that becomes a real beef or not. I've had to kick people out of this community because they went running around trying to find people for me to beef with. I used to have this young lady that was here. Hold on, let me tell y'all about this. Because I don't got no beef with her. Shout out to D Vertical. I don't got, also, anybody that's trying to do advertisement for the week, Monday is the beginning of the week. So you want to hit me today. I don't got no problems with the young lady. So I don't want that to seem like, I don't want this to seem like that. But what the young lady would do is the young lady would go to other people's chats. If you ever see anybody from in any other chat that's saying that they're BBN and they're talking shit, they are not BBN. I just want this to be clear. I already know that I got people that put fake things up and pretend to be me and go to other chats and talk shit. They do that to a lot of us YouTube content creators, just so we can be clear. I'm not alone. They do that to people come in here and do that. But check this out. Listen. Listen. Homegirl was going to other people's chats, getting into arguments with them, and they coming back to me, and every time they come in this chat, be like, she don't like this person, kick them. She don't like that person, kick them. So what ended up happening is somebody pulled me to the side, and they was like, yo, you do know that she goes to other people's chats and get into arguments with people. The young lady had a health condition, a very serious health condition. So what she would do is she'd be in other people's chats and all over the internet, and people know that she has a health condition, and she'd be saying nasty things to people, and then they would respond back with nasty comments. But then she would come to me and pretend like she doesn't even know why they're talking to her crazy and want me to kick them out of this chat. I had to kick her. I had to kick her. She was a whole admin. I had to let her go. I don't want that type of energy around me. That's one. I hate hater energy. I hate the energy of every single time something has happened, you got to figure out how something is wrong with it. You have to have something negative to say about something. Every time we having a discussion about something, you got to try to find fault with it. I don't want that type of energy around me. That's loser's energy. That's a fact. You do know this, right? That's loser energy. Like, if you come to me and you start talking to me about something and all I can do is tell you something negative back about the thing you discussing to me, that's the energy of a loser. That's a fact. So you quit even before you tried. Okay? So even before you attempted to see if this thing was possible, you quit. Okay. That's loser energy. Tell me where I'm wrong. I'll laugh with them about it because it's a waste of time to tell them. I'll even go back and forth with them just so I could just show, I'm trying to help. So sometimes when I see somebody pull up with that loser energy, I'll even go back and forth with them just to try to explain to them, like, look, you really need to change the way that you're thinking. You want better in your life. There's things that you want in your life. There's things all of us want in our lives. There's things that all of us want to try to attain and acquire in our lives. We can't do it with loser energy. So whenever you see people coming around you and all they want to do is talk about how shit ain't gonna work, how shit's bad, understand that's loser energy. Deal with it accordingly. That's a fact. That's why when people be saying, I be humoring them though. I'm gonna keep it a stack because I be like, fuck it. What the fuck? I ain't got nothing better to do right now. So I humor them, but that's loser energy. Like, so nothing's gonna work. Nothing's ever gonna work. Every single time I have think about, hold on, before I want to move off of this, but I just want you to understand something. So every time me and you have a conversation, you're gonna be telling me about how something ain't possible. Or you're just going to be saying the opposite of whatever I'm saying. Oh, I got it. I don't deal with people like that. So so you're just, whatever I'm saying, you're just going to say the opposite. Nah, I get it. So we're never going to be able to work on anything. We're never going to be able to ever make any headway anyway. In any direction. We're never gonna be able to do any of those things. All we're gonna be able to do is sit back and think about how everything that I think of is impossible. Not a problem. Just deal with you accordingly. Okay, whatever, nigga. Remember, when people feel, let me say something real quick. I want to get right off of this because I just want to be clear about something. When people feel that you better than them, when people feel like you better than them, they're going to try to minimize you and they're going to try to attack everything about you and your character. So you feel like you less. So they feel like you more accessible. So pay attention to people. People will tell you straight up and down, I think you better than me. You understand what I'm saying? But they're not going to say, I think you better than me by walking around being like, yo, I think you great at this, or I think you... They're going to tell you they think you better than them by trying to make you feel like you less than you are. But in reality, they think they think you better than them. And the only way for them to feel like you down on their level is to make you... I had a relative once come up to me and tell me that I have to treat everybody else in the world like they better than me. Because I intimidate that person that much. That's just something to think about. D Vertical said, I got a coworker like that, always negative, kicked him out the whip. He can make MTA building the building. See? You can take MTA, that's a fact. Too early for negativity, that's a fact. Get to stepping. That's how you got to do. You got to leave you in this movement. You leave them in this movement over here. You go to this movement. Leave you over there. I don't got time for this. There's people I go around every single time I pull up on them, or they think it's no and don't. I don't think no and don't. I think, yeah, that's possible. Why not? I used to work with these Israelis, right? Shout out to them. They were paying me $15 an hour in 19. Is it 19? It's probably around 2001, 2002. It could have been like 19 something. Anyway, they was paying me $15 an hour. Shout out to them. So every time we'd be working, and I'll go up to them and I'll ask them something. Like, yo, you want me to do this? You want me to do that? Do you think we should do this? Do you think we should do that? Their question was always, why not? Just think about that for a minute. So that's how I start looking at life. Whenever I started having a question, why not? So whenever I'm around people that they got all the reasons why not to do a thing, y'all do understand. Just so we could be clear. That's what the trolls do when they come in here. Could y'all pay attention? When the trolls come in here and start talking crazy, they usually trying to talk something down and trying to bring people down because they lack their own self-confidence. They lack their own ability. You understand what I'm saying? So this is just something to think about. So we don't have no giveaway this morning, Salty Sack. We'll pick it up again tomorrow. So tomorrow we should be having giveaways tomorrow. No giveaways today. But for real, I was like, why not? That's how I think now. Like, why not? Oh, something I wanted to say actually about basketball also. Do y'all see the new way that they have the whole NBA All-Star game where they got the who wins quarter by quarter? I think that's lit. I think that's gonna hopefully create more of a competitive want. I think that when people go play the All-Star games, it's not like before. Like, we live in a really soft time now. I don't care what nobody say. The time we live now when it's soft. Back in the 80s, they wanted to win the All-Star game. Back in the 90s, teams wanted to win the All-Star game. The East wanted to beat the West. You understand what I'm saying? Now the way that they have it, people don't really care about beating anybody. I like the way that they have it now. I think they need to add something. First of all, I think it still needs to be the East versus the West. First, I think it needs to still be the East versus the West. I don't like that it's not the East versus the West. But I think they need to do it. Oh, Beatz is on fire. I think they need to do it like they do in baseball. I believe the team that wins the All-Star game in baseball, whether the American League or the National League, I believe that whoever is the league that wins gets home field advantage when the World Series comes, right? So I'm for that. I think that they need to have some kind of balance that affects the regular season in the All-Star game. I think that's the only real way to make the NBA All-Star game work, because it's not really nobody. That shit is whack now. Nobody ain't really trying to win. Niggas is just getting out of the way, letting people get dunks and catch oops and everything else. Freaking Chris Paul caught a oop the other day. Chris Paul caught a oop. I'm sorry, that's not interesting to me. Chris Paul caught a oop. Every NBA basketball player could dunk. Don't get it confused. But Chris Paul caught a oop. I ain't got time for that. So that was about around the time I was like, I don't need to watch this. This isn't for me. This is the NBA, but this is not the NBA. I don't know what to tell you. This is just a lot of good players on the court together, doing whatever. Anyway, no real competitive spirits out there. The dunk competition is not as good as it used to be. The best thing they probably got now is a 3-point competition, to be honest with you. NBA All-Star Weekend really just turned into people gonna pull up and have sex. Ask some chicks in the U-Haul. I wonder how many dudes they banged. That's what they was out there doing. They was out there banging dudes for the bag. Somebody should have stole the tire. Imagine if somebody would have stole the wheels off the fucking U-Haul. That shit would have been too funny. Bitches would have woke up and opened up the door and be like, "There's no tires." That would have been too funny. That would have been messed up. That would have been too funny though. We're gonna have way bigger conversation tonight. I just want to start off the week with a light conversation. Also, y'all have been sending me videos that y'all want me to do stories on. First of all, I just want to explain something. Thank you everybody that said bless you. I want to explain something. Atlanta is like the hub for HIV. Just want everybody to remember that. When all of your friends talking about they went down to Atlanta to have a good time. Now, you remember Freak Nick? Y'all remember Freak Nick? Y'all wonder why it got the disease rate down there went up so big, right? Because people from other areas that had diseases was going to Freak Nick, passing those diseases around. So then when people left from Freak Nick and went back to wherever their respective places where they lived at, they was then carrying those diseases over there. But worst, the locals was contracting all of those diseases, and now it's like a petri dish down there. So and I remember a while ago there was a big thing about gay and straight people being upset with bisexual people, because they were saying bisexual people were, remember on them there was a unfair belief, very unfair by the way, that hold on, sorry about this. It was a very unfair belief, but the unfair belief is that the only people that had AIDS was people in the LGBTQ community. Do y'all remember that? When it was like, oh man, AIDS is a gay disease. Y'all remember that, right? Very unfair. But y'all remember that, right? So for the people that remember that, do y'all also remember the time that it was a good period of time, a couple like 3, 4, 5 years maybe, where more people who were heterosexual started getting AIDS, and it was actually being HIV and AIDS, and it was actually being blamed on the bisexual people. It was being blamed on the people that was bisexual. They were saying that the people that had AIDS were gay, and that the bisexual people was having sex with the people that was gay that had AIDS, and then bringing it over to the people who were straight. This is a thing that happened, y'all. This is not me. I'm not picking on nobody. This is literally a thing that happened. This is really a thing that happened. I'm not picking on nobody. Big Star says, I don't understand all these sexualities these days. It's crazy. I mean, do what you want as long as you're not hurting others, but you're either straight or gay. I don't understand. Look, you're straight or gay to me, to be honest with you. I think that, well, first of all, just so we can be clear, you do know that there's people in the LGBTQ community that's now saying math is racist. So understand who you're talking to. Obviously, I'm not blaming every single individual. Obviously, I'm not blaming. I had to blow my nose. Obviously, I'm not blaming every single individual that's a part of the LGBTQ community. That would be insane. But you do know that there's people that's part of the LGBTQ community that's saying that math is racist. Because, you know, why does 2 plus 2 have to equal 4? Why can't it equal 5? I am not joking. Yeah, I don't care as long as it's a consenting adult with to have the functions to be consenting. Yeah, so yeah, that was crazy to me. Yeah, I heard the person arguing it. They said, "Why can't 2 plus 2 be 5?" So I'm not standing here, though. I'm not gonna have discussions like that. Like, we can have discussions, but once somebody starts sounding like they're absolutely bonkers, I don't know. Only way I could keep talking to you is if I'm making fun of you at that point. I'm just gonna keep it a stagnant. Unless I'm laughing at you, I can't keep a conversation up with somebody that says, "What if 2 plus 2 really? Why can't 2 plus 2 be 5?" How the hell can I keep a conversation going on with you? That don't even make sense. That's yeah. Big Star said, "What? That's man? Yeah, math is now racist. I mean, yeah, racist. Math is now racist. Apparently, I didn't know." Being gay was a race, but I understand the implication. Queen Shah says, "Oh, that's crazy, and I'm a part of that community. There's no race in numbers. People will say anything. Sheesh." Big Star says, "So you could buy something in the shop nowadays. You could change the price to suit yourself. It can't. Well, I don't know. You could just change the price. But why does that got to be a 5 though?" If you go to the store, they be like, "This costs $50, that costs $50, $100." Be like, "But why is it $100? I don't agree it's $100. I think it's 15." I think that's $15. You understand how this don't make any sense? How can that be $100? I think it's 15. Go to the store, you go to get a car. They like, "Yo, this car right here, 3200 off the lot, 3200. You're like, "Why? But 3200? Yeah, but I don't think it should be 3200. Numbers are racist. If you don't sell this to me for 1200, you a racist. Numbers are racist." This is just bananas. I don't know what to tell you. Just bananas. So, you know, people just do and say whatever that suits whatever their preferences. You know, it is what it is. I don't know. What the fuck you want me to say? Okay, I'm not liking that photo, but that outfit is dope and they match. telling you, there's a lot of people. Y'all better, you know, anybody that went to Atlanta, you better make sure that you don't have sex with them for the next 6 or 7 months. I don't know what to tell you. Look, Queen Shot, credit score too low. Must be the racism. Do you understand? I want to say something real quick, right? First of all, shout out to Joe Biden. First of all, shout out to Joe Biden. Shout out to everybody that said that Joe Biden was going to do something for black people. Also, when he does something for black people, could somebody let me know? Because I would like to make a big deal and give him his flowers when Joe Biden does something for black people. I would just like to do that. So, anybody that sees Joe Biden or hears about Joe Biden doing something exclusively for black people, not doing something and saying, well, black people are going to benefit, but doing stuff for other people that's benefiting only those people. The things he's doing for the Asians, only benefiting them. The things that he's doing for, I don't know, whoever else, only benefiting them. Muslims, only benefiting them. When he does something that's only going to benefit black people, please let me know. Latest Salty Sack. Yeah, it's 11 o'clock. We got to get out of here. So I'm not knocking any of you. Shout out to everybody. But please, when Joe Biden does something that's only going to benefit black people, let me know. Because I want to say something real quick before we go. Joe Biden wants people who are born men to compete with people who are born women in every single facet of life. I want all of you women to think about that for a minute. This is where feminism has led you. This is where unchecked feminism has led you. There's going to be a woman there's going to be a person who was born a man in the WNBA in a matter of years. Give it a year or two. There's going to be a dude, a person who was born a man. Listen. There's going to be a person who was born a man. There's going to be a person who was born a man in the WNBA in a matter of years. All of those things that you women have that are dope, that only you women do, because it's only acceptable for women to do because these are women things. There is a man right now coming for your spot. Thank feminism. I hate when people do stuff like this to strangers in the street. Why are you scaring people like that? I don't think any of that is good. I don't like that. Just want y'all to think about that for a second. No. No. There's tons of gay people in the NBA right now. There's tons of gay people in the NFL right now. I'm telling you. Alright? I'm telling you. There are a lot of gay people in the NFL and in the NBA. I'm telling you. Yeah, I'm trying to explain this. So it's not hurting me, so I don't care. I don't know what to tell you. It's not hurting me. My daughter's not into sports. I don't have to worry about her going wrestling against some high school boy. My daughter ain't into sports. I don't got to worry about her going and trying to compete for the last spot on the team, and they got like 3 boys that signed up for the basketball team. I know. My daughter's not into sports. My daughter's not into any of the areas that men are just physically more capable than females. You understand what I'm saying? It's about to be crazy out here. So shout out to Biden. Shout out to Biden. Yeah, so that's just something to think about. He said my daughter gonna have to wrestle Stone Cold. Yo, so that's just something to think about. So thank Biden. Because remember, Biden has already made some declarations for the Muslims. That was needed. Don't get this confused. I believe he's also made some declarations for the LGBTQ community. A large percentage of those things were needed. Don't be confused. I'm not hating. He's also made some concessions or some changes for a couple of other communities that are not black. I'm just asking, when is he going to do this stuff for the black people? Because remember, everybody was mad at me and said that I was a Trump apologist or whatever the case was. Remember, I love Trump or some shit. I do not like Trump. But, okay, so tell me all of these things that Joe Biden is about to do for us. Did somebody contact Charlemagne the God? So DSTN, you think because one girl that was born a girl won a wrestling championship against guys that makes it fair? You know what? You're 100% right, DSTN. All of the other records that these guys are constantly breaking on a daily basis don't matter, because that one time that girl won that wrestling tournament against that had guys in it. Not all of these records that are constantly being broken every other week. I'm stating something that's a fact, by the way. Not all of these records that are constantly being broken every other week, like in track and field, those don't matter, because that one girl won a wrestling competition against that had guys in it. So what track and field record you think is going to be left in the next 3 years? Remember Jackie Joyner Kersey? All of her records down the tube. Who was the other girl that was racing with you around the time Jackie Joyner Kersey was racing? Flojo. Remember her? Flores Joyner. I think that was her name. Remember her? All of their records down the tube. But you know that one girl won that wrestling championship game in the thing with guys. So you know it's okay that all of these Olympic records, well, all of these American track and field records are gonna get destroyed. It's okay. You know whoever is the female that owns the pole vaulting. I can't wait. Remember that all of the track and field records in America. It's okay that guys are gonna break all of those records because that one girl right there, she won in that wrestling match. And, you know, salute to her. Salute to that. That's gonna make up for all of those records that are about to be smashed. You know, Mongo Slade. Do you see the problem? Or am I not being specific enough? Who you asked the question dealing with D Wade's son to that you were instantly attacked for? Yes, James Harden was dressed like some cocaine. That's a fact. He was dressed like drugs. These are facts. What up, Lex Luger? I'm not gonna comment on D Wade's son. They have a agenda going on with D Wade's son. I don't feel like commenting on it. I think that they're trying to. First of all, they're about to pass the thing. Did they pass it already where children could get sex changes? That's absolutely bananas. Children ain't even supposed to be having sex. How are they allowed to get sex changes? So before a child is even old enough to be able to vote, before a child is old enough to be able to drink alcohol, before a child is old enough to buy cigarettes, we're going to allow for this tiny brain that barely knows anything to decide that whether it wants to be a boy or a girl, to the point where we're going to give it an actual physical sex change with surgery. I'm done. You know what? That's the end of the show. There weren't any drops this morning. I definitely appreciate you guys. Pull up tonight. Wait, hold on. We had a drop. Shout out to White Knight with the $3 drop. I will show it to you if the app ever lets me. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not one to question what other people want to do, though. Shout out to that. Shout out to White Knight with the $3 drop. Definitely appreciate you, my brother. I don't have the slightest idea what to tell you. I mean, I'm not on that time, but I'm not here to tell nobody else how to live. Thank you, DSTN. Says D Wade on something. You cannot allow your child to guide itself. No, you should not be allowing your child to guide itself. That is bananas on so many different levels. How are you allowing your child to... I don't even got time for this today. Look. Anyway, Watts Game says, I asked why do they call that boy a girl, and one dude of color instantly said he should screenshot my message and send it to my employer. Look. If you want to be called a girl and you're gonna get upset, people not gonna call you a girl, who am I to tell you that you shouldn't be called a girl? If you want to be called a boy and you're gonna get upset if people don't want you to, if people, people don't call you a boy, who am I to get upset? Like, who am I? Like, what the fuck? Who am I? Do I agree with it? I don't understand it, so I can't tell you I agree with it or disagree with it. I 100% don't understand it. I think that if you were born a boy, you're blessed, and I think if you were born a female, you're blessed. I think that they both have their attributes, just in general. So I don't understand it. But just because I don't understand it, I can't tell you whether it's right or whether it's wrong. I don't know what to tell you if it's right or wrong. But I will tell you this. You don't see LeBron James kids hanging out with D Wade's kids anymore, do you? Just to make a point. You don't see LeBron James kids hanging out with D Wade's kids no more, do you? I'm under the opinion that we're supposed to guide our children. I'm under the opinion that we're supposed to train our children to be a better version of us. I'm under that opinion. We're supposed to monitor our children. We're supposed to allow our children to have their own thoughts, but we're also supposed to contextualize what our children is doing and what our children is saying and what our children is thinking. I think that lady just got her kid in the hallway just yelling at this point. I think there's just some lady in the hallway. She just got her kid just yelling. I don't know why. But I think that we supposed to be guiding our children. I think that one of the problems that we actually have in society is that there were so many kids that grew up in single parent households and there wasn't any guidance there. So now to say that, don't give your child no guidance at all, this sounds like the same type of narrative in which they was trying to create in our communities when they was working our parents to death and making sure that nobody could be home in order to be able to survive and pay bills. You understand what I'm saying? Forcing our children to be raised by the streets. Now they don't want our children raised by the streets no more. They want our children raised by the internet. So I'm not gonna call your children inmates, but I understand the point you make when you say that we can't have the inmates running the asylum. I don't understand why you wouldn't want to give your child guidance. I don't understand. Our children are supposed to turn into a better version of us. Period. Our children are always supposed to be more successful than us. Our children are always supposed to have more than us. Our children are always supposed to just be happier than us. We're supposed to raise our children to be a better version of ourselves. Period. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong. So that's why I can't understand a lot of things in which goes on in our culture. Anyway, I'm gonna let y'all go. Real funny thing. So the other day, somebody said, I want to talk about this real quick before we go. Two things. First, I'm going to say something about Snow Billy real quick. So allegedly, Snow Billy, they tried to car bomb his car or some shit like that, right? Allegedly, Snow Billy car got bombed, right? I'm going to tell you something. I don't think nobody bombed that dude car. I don't think nobody bombed that dude car but himself. Who the hell? Name a black person bombing cars. When have you heard the last time you heard about a car being bombed? Because somebody, other than movies, other than in mother effing movies, when was the last time you heard about a car being bombed? Can we be clear on that? People don't do that no more. That's one. Two, he said black people was out of... He said black people was after him, right? If I'm to be correct, the way gangs kill you is with bullets, right? Not bombs. Hold on. I got a little bit more. That's one. Two is this. There's people taking this shit seriously. Yes, I was just about to say that. I think he was just trying to do an insurance scam. There's people taking this shit seriously. This dude did not get car bombed. Yeah, he got problems with the IRA. Get the hell out of here. Nobody car bombed this dude. He set his own shit on fire because he probably couldn't afford the damn thing no more. He wanted to get an insurance scam. That's what I think happened. That's retarded. Shout out to that guy though. I hope it works out for him. The fuck? Who's doing car bombs? Thought that was hilarious. I might do a video on that. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna let y'all go. Oh, and this is the second thing. I heard that the dude said that I was staying in the shelter. Now I'm staying in a hotel. I asked the hotel earlier, do they work with the shelter in the area? Right? I'm gonna tell you why. Because I was gonna try to fucking have them pay for my rent. Apparently they said that they don't work with the shelter, so I'm currently still paying the rent. So I want to just be clear on something. Y'all do, and this is another reason why I wouldn't have been able to do it. Y'all do know that when you in the shelter, they make you leave at like 9 o'clock in the morning because you got to go find a job, right? It's 11. It's 11:16. I'm going to say this again. You know when you're in the shelter, they make you leave at 9 o'clock in the morning because you got to go find a job. You know how I know this? Because I used to be a security guard in a fucking shelter, and it was part of my job to wake people up and tell them that they had to get out. So that's just something to think about. Stop believing lies. If somebody comes to you and they have something negative to say about somebody else, don't believe it before you believe it. Because if you believe every negative thing somebody tells you about a person, either because you don't like the person or whatever the case is, that says more about you than the rat bastard that's going around spreading lies. So you believe every negative thing somebody tells you about somebody? Every negative thing, you just jump right on board. No, you can't. Thank you, Francisco. It's 11 o'clock. I would have been. We wouldn't be able to start the show because the show starts at 9:20. So stop letting people trick you. Stop letting people trick you. And that's why I don't talk with those guys. Because in order to be in a conversation with those guys, you got to be arguing all the time, and I don't want that energy on me. Anyway, nah, it just looked like the car was on fire. That did not look like a car bomb, but what the fuck do I know? Anyway, with that being said, I'm gonna let y'all go. Everybody enjoy your day. Shout out to White Knight with the $3 drop. Also, make sure that y'all go check out Bunny and Doe. Bunny and Doe coming soon. Also, we're gonna be having new BBN merch dropping soon. I'm not sure which one we're gonna drop first. We're gonna have new BBN merch dropping soon. I am not sure which one we're gonna drop first. Once again, we're gonna be having new BBN merch dropping soon. I have no idea what's dropping first. Yo, real quick, what's your favorite? Said I would be doing a show in the TV room or outside. I wouldn't be able to do no show in the TV room. Ain't that the room where everybody's gonna be in? That's where everybody playing spades at, right? How'd I be able to do a show in there? That shit is gonna be so loud. I used to work in the shelter, homie. But yeah, I get your point though. I 100% get your point. Alright, we're gonna get up out of here. Definitely appreciate everybody. Pull up to a Tonight Show tonight. I'm not sure which one of those is my favorite. Oh shit, was y'all waiting for me to put this shit up there? I forgot to put that shit up there this show. God dang it. Smoking section? I like the smoking section. I like them all. Smoking section. I like them all. I like them all. I think I'm gonna put taglines on the bottom. I'm like, I got West on the bottom of that one. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. Anyway, yeah, look, I love y'all. Please, let's go out there. Let's do something positive today. Let's do something encouraging today. Let's encourage positivity in others. Remember, when we helping other people be the best person that they could be, in that moment, we be in the best us that we could be. And that's the type of time we need to be on. Go be great. Which one? The saloon one matches the background? Yeah, it does. Go be great. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification game. Hashtag Bronx Bombers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. Hold on. I want to say one last thing before I leave. How many people you think are successful that keep people around them that tell them all of the negative things? How many people you think are successful that keep people around them that every single time they say something, they question that person? How many people are successful you think that keep people around them that always want to focus on the negativity? Because I'm going to let you know right now. There are very, 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 very few people that keep anybody around them. That when they're on their trek to become successful, that keep people around them that want to focus on the negative. That keep people around them that got to question everything that exactly. Nobody does that. No successful people has people around them like that. So when you're being like that and I decide not to deal with you, please don't take it like it's a shot at you or like I dislike you or whether I'm mad at you because you're not. Because the haters want you to bring that energy to me because they can't bring that energy to me. So once you start bringing that energy to me and I distance myself from you, please just understand that's for my own mental health. I got a place I'm trying to go. I don't need people around me telling me about how I'm not going to get there. So for all the people with that particular energy, I'm going to allow for you to stay in the area where you're at, believing that the things that I believe are possible are impossible. I'm not going to try to convince you that the things that I believe is possible, because they are impossible for you. So there is no amount of convincing that I can do. Once you believe something is impossible, it becomes impossible. With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, join the notification gang. Hashtag Bronx Boomers. Let's get it. I love y'all. Take care of each other. Hug the kids for me. I haven't forgotten about you. And that's all I got.